Hey, Ronnie Dale, Four Wheeling Australia. We are going to do another snatch strap tutorial with a small car versus a big car. Meet Taylor. So we have a Zook and we have the Land Cruiser. Now my diff pumpkin has completely just crumbled on itself. I'm in two-wheel drive and that happened not long ago, but this is perfect for this video. So I am bogged in two-wheel drive. I've switched the locker off completely down to the axles, and we're going to show you the procedure and how a small car can pull a big car out. So it's going to be a bit of wheel spin and there's going to be some limiter noise. Stay tuned. This is the third time we are doing this snatch strap recovery. We've already done two. Now the first one was probably worse than the second one, but you can see the Zook is really gripping to pull me out. And you can really see the snatch strap working, especially on the slow-mo footage there. But this time, we are proper stuck. Now I'm almost at the bottom here, so she now has to pull the whole cantileverage over. And I have no drive on the front. I've switched the locker off as well, so it'd be interesting to see if the Zook can handle this one in one hit. So before we do this, I'll run you through the tools you need for a snatch strap recovery. A shovel, that's the first thing you do. You try and dig yourself out, or you make it easier. So what you do is you make a ramp up to assist the vehicle getting out. And it makes the recovery easier for the recovering vehicle. You're gonna need a radio, two-way radio. You'll need two handhelds if either vehicles don't have a proper radio in the vehicle, a mounted one. You'll also need an attachment. This is a proper point, this is an ARB one. Then we have a snatch strap. Now make sure it is an actual snatch strap. There'll be a tag on it somewhere saying what it's rated to. And then we have two blankets. Now most people and most trainers will say you need one blanket in the middle. I'll say you need one at each end, because if a point snaps off and the blanket's in the middle, this object is going to make it to the other end of the strap before this blanket will do anything. So therefore we're going to put a blanket on each end. That way, if something does come off, this will help it bring it down to the ground and slow it down. That's pretty much it. Snatch strap. Now, if you roll it up properly, you halve it in the middle, you roll it up. When you're ready next time, you roll it out. Just like that. Next thing you do is you make sure there are no twists in the strap. It needs to be straight from point A to point B, otherwise you'll weaken the strap. And absolutely 100% positively, we want 0 knots. This is where your strap will break. The next bit is the recovery point. When you tighten the bow shackle, come back half a turn, otherwise it'll bind and you will not be able to get it back off. We are hooked up now. We have the strap from the Zook all the way to the Land Cruiser. When you lay the strap out, you can lay a bit of an S-curve or something like this. Just make sure it's not folding around itself. This helps you see when a strap is getting pulled. In my case, I'm not going to be able to see it because I'm looking at the sky. However, Taylor will be able to see it in the mirror, perhaps, or anyone bystanders with a radio, they'll be able to talk us what's happening. They'll be able to say, tension coming now. And that's important because then you know when you are going to get launched. Two of these, fill them up with sand. That gives them a bit of weight and will help the blanket drop down. And we'll go about within a metre and a half, sorry, about there. All right, that's those two done. Before we get to the fun stuff on how to pull a big Land Cruiser like this out with a Zook, here's a quick safety tip that you must know about. Snatch strap, we do not do this. This is on a tow ball. Do not use a snatch strap on a tow ball. This will come shearing off. It's not designed for shock loads. It's designed for loads down on it. So should you recover like this, it's a sure way to kill someone. Best tip for you is don't even bring this with you when you go four-wheeling. This is what you should get. It's a restyle recovery hitch. If you don't have one of these, that's fine too. your pin will work just fine. You can bend a pin, but it's going to take a lot of force to do that. I've only ever seen 2 slightly bend. They still work, so don't worry about that. Use that rather than a tow ball. The next tip, the straps. Make sure you read on the strap. This one here says snatch strap, so you know that this is a snatch strap. This one here on the other hand says tree trunk protector, or could say extension strap. They are not made for stretching. You can use them as an extension, but this has to be in there somewhere. The bridle strap. Now I don't recommend using factory tie down points, and those are the points that your vehicle comes with. You should really put a recovery point on the front, or 2 is even better, and then use a bridle if you have 2. If you got 1, just use the strap straight off it. Now if you only have tie down points, try whatever you can to recover the stranded vehicle from the back, because you can use that Restyle recovery hitch like I just showed you. However, if that's not an option and you absolutely have to recover forward on the vehicle, take it really easy, put all the precautions into exercise, and use a bridle so you halve the load on both sides. But I don't recommend it, so try everything you can to not have to use the front of the vehicle if it doesn't have proper recovery points. A couple other things, don't walk into recovery blind. Check out the situation first. Say if you just roll up on the scene and these people don't know what they're doing. Number 2, pick one person who's in control of the recovery, like the boss. Otherwise you're going to have too many chiefs and not enough Indians, if that makes any sense. We are pretty much ready now, so now remove all foreign objects and including all people. So anyone within a radius of double the strap length, they got to be gone. Stand behind a tree, stand behind another vehicle, just do whatever you can to avoid having anyone in a firing line, because when these come off, it's serious damage. Rightio, Taylor, you ready to do it again?
Yes.
I think you're going to need about the same power as you did last time.
If not more.
If not more. I don't think there is much more, but you might just be sitting there for a bit longer. We may have to do it a couple of times. If you're sitting there for quite a while, I'll just get on the radio and go stop, and then come back, and then we can reassess, or we can have another go. People, I'm going to be in 2nd gear low. Taylor's going to be in 1st gear low or 2nd gear low, whatever you prefer. The idea of the recovered vehicle being in 2nd gear low is that energy from the strap is really going to pull you forward, and then you're already moving at 2nd gear low speed, because otherwise your engine will be screaming at you.
No worries, I'm ready.
Right, so you're going to be in 1st or 2nd, whatever you prefer. I'll be in 2nd gear. I'll be spinning the wheels once you tell me to go, go, go.
Yep, no worries.
So here we go, and in slow motion you can see Taylor's first attempt is a fail, and that is because I stalled my vehicle. I forgot I didn't have low range. I'm in 2-wheel drive, it's sluggish, I stalled it.
You sprayed me with sand. Now it's my turn to do roll reverse. She doesn't have any good factory points in the front to recover from. They're factory tie down, so in this case I don't want to encourage people using that. So she's getting herself bogged now. I'm going to pull her out backwards. I'm going to take it very gently. I'm going to use the weight of my vehicle basically just to pull her back. And the other thing is I don't have 4-wheel drive, so I'm going to use about 1 metre of the strap only, and then just give her a quick yank and she should come out. Perfect. What you need to keep in mind is don't just flog it out, because she's a lot lighter and she's facing the other way. So that's where stuff can go wrong. So it's just going to be a gentle pull, and that will also show you that a heavy vehicle only needs to use its weight, not speed or momentum, to pull out another vehicle. And whereas a light vehicle pulling a big vehicle, it's the complete opposite. You need a bit of go over a couple of meters to really pull out a heavy vehicle. let's get to it. Exact same principle, all the way, and then back off a bit, otherwise it'll bind. Obviously when you're driving out in the highway and you got this on the back, you got to tighten it as hard as you can, to the point where you need a screwdriver to undo it, because you hit corrugations, this thing's going to go missing. Doesn't look bogged, does it? But it is. Don't look bogged at all from the back, eh? No. But yeah, I know you are. Alright, so I'm going to be real gentle on you here. Now, I can't use low range, I just remember that's why I stalled the vehicle earlier. Because I didn't have low range. I forgot I didn't have low range because I was in two-wheel drive, because my front diff is kaput. So what I'll do here is first gear high, but I'm just going to nudge you, yeah. Something I want to show you. Now, if you do have a rear camera on your vehicle, put it on, because you can see what the strap's doing. Right there, there's a bit of mud on it, but there's Taylor. Whoop. And there's the strap. Taylor, you got a copy?
Yep.
Now keep the wheels absolutely straight, so when you got your steering wheel in your hand, just make sure it doesn't steer left or right, just hold it steady right there, but don't wrap your thumbs around the steering wheel either. And also, if you want me to stop, just say stop, 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 stop. But I'm going to keep a good eye on you in the rear mirror and make sure you're not going sideways or something silly like that.
Yeah, right, no problem.
Awesome. Taylor, I'm just going to take up the slack a little bit. Alright, 3, 2, 1, now. Didn't take much at all. So big car, small pull, other way around, small car pulling big car, you got to give it a bit. So that's pretty much it. That's all for this video. You're surprised how easy you pull the cruiser out?
Definitely.
Yeah, because you had your douse to start with.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to be able to do that at all.
Yeah, it'll be much more fun in your car than my car there, because all I had to do was just use the heavy girl. If you guys have any more requests on any other methods of recovery you would like us to do, or you'd like to see, even in different situations, comment down below. Thanks for watching. You can subscribe right here and up here, patreon.com/RonnieDale, to support the creation of future content. Don't forget to comment down below for other requested videos, and there is a video down here with some other form of recovery. Cheers guys.